Good day and welcome to another session with the Wise Kanselor. Today we are going to be looking at the quality of staffs that you need to get out of your system. Now, if you remember the story where they said there was a wedding feast and 5 wise ladies and 5 foolish ladies were invited. Now, if you look at the story, it says that the ladies were foolish first. They decided to describe that they went to a wedding with their lamp without extra oil, and as the story goes. Now, you would think that they were foolish because they didn't come with extra oil. But when you study the story, you will notice that these young ladies that were classified as foolish made not just one foolish decision, but a series of foolish decisions. Let me give you an instance. First of all, they went to an evening event without extra oil. Now, when they got to the event and the person they were going to see was not there, now you expect that when they noticed that they didn't have enough oil, that they will put out their lamp while waiting for the people. But because the other ladies who had extra oil were burning their own lamp, they also allowed their own to continue burning. It's more like being in traffic and your car is showing the red light of your empty tank is showing, and because the person in the next car, their AC is on, you decide to also continue blowing your AC in the middle of the traffic. Only discover when the traffic starts to move that you don't have any fuel in your car. So next, they didn't switch off their lamp. Now, when they now heard that the guy was coming, the bridegroom was coming, and they asked the other guys to give them some oil, the other ladies asked them to go and get their own oil. You will now expect that, why would you listen to somebody who asked you to go into town to go and get oil when the person you are supposed to visit was already there at the door? Who will be checking who has oil, whose lamp is on at the wedding feast? But this young lady decided to listen to others and left to go and look for oil when the bridegroom was already at the door. Now, when you analyze this series of events, what would that tell you? It tells you that they made foolish decisions because they were already foolish at the start. Now, when you come to your own business, there are things you need to watch out for, especially amongst your staff. It's okay for a staff to make a mistake, but when a particular staff keeps making repeated, continuous mistakes, one after the other, what it tells you is that you have a foolish staff on your team. And what did the bridegroom do when these guys came back? He said, no, you can't come into the house. Meaning that there are certain people, once you see them in your system, you need to shut them out. When people who you have in an organization continuously make consistent mistakes, even after correcting them, they keep making the same mistake over and over. The worst thing that you can do is to allow them to stay in your system. You must learn from what this bridegroom did, that when these people, after their series of foolish mistakes, one, they didn't come with any extra oil. Secondly, when there was delay, they were burning their oil when they didn't need to burn their oil. Thirdly, when they could have gone in, even if they didn't have any oil and their lamp was not there, they decided to go and look for oil at a very late hour when the bridegroom was already there. Why would he now allow them into his house? The same way for you. Look at people in your organization who are making consistently wrong decisions. Even after correcting them, they keep making wrong decisions that is costing you or wasting your resources. It's a sign that these people need to be taken out of your system. The other category of staff too that you need to get out of your system are the people that I got from the story of they say when Jesus was in a synagogue, and there was this young man that had a withered hand, and he wanted to heal him. That people there with strong-hearted people didn't want him to heal this young man. What this tells you is that you might have people in your organization that they are not ready to solve a problem, but they are also not going to allow another person to solve that particular problem. They are always in every system, whereby when somebody comes in and looks at a problem and wants to solve it, they will start to put roadblocks in the way of that person who wants to solve this problem. They will start to discourage that person. Those are the kind of people you don't want in your organization. Because if you have people who want to solve problems, but there are people who have made up their mind to block them from solving problems, then it means problem will continue to multiply in your organization. So what this means is carefully study your system. Look out for those people that are always giving people excuses why they shouldn't solve problem. Why are you going? Are they paying you extra to do this? Is it your job? Is this your area? Why are you coming here to show that you can do more than us? We that have been here all this while. So you just want to come and show yourself up. Those are the hard-hearted people that if you don't get rid of in your system, your company will continue going down. These two categories of workers are the people that in the current challenge that businesses are facing in Nigeria, you mustn't allow in your system. Meaning that you need to do a staff audit. Get a HR company, somebody like our company, Kanselor Business Innovation Campus, to come into your organization and look at it and run a staff audit for you. Do you have people in your system who are consistently making bad decisions? Even after all the corrections, when you finish correction and you leave, they continue from the last bad decision to make further bad decisions. These are the people that need to leave your company. Do you also have within your system people that are blocking others from solving problems, coming up with excuses for others not to attempt to solve a problem? These are the people you don't need, because at this particular moment in time, you need all the ideas that can help lift your organization. And anybody who is just there to block others from solving problems, I can assure you that that person is there to block the growth of your company. So look at these two categories of people, find them in your system and get rid of them if you want your business to grow. Kanselor Business Innovation Campus is ready to help you to tackle some of these business challenges that companies like yours might be facing. Reach out to us on 080-2362-2171. I'll be glad to help you run a staff audit for your company to overcome the hindrances, the roadblocks that will be there in your system that you've not been noticing. Thank you for watching, and see you again tomorrow.